When we talk about accidental metahumans, we often mean metahumans who have interacted with some foreign object or substance that has changed them on a genetic level. An example of this would be the origins of the hero Beast Boy, aka Garfield Logan, who has also gone by the name Changeling. As a child, Garfield contracted a rare disease called Sakutia, which is lethal to every species except for the West African green monkey. His scientist parents were developing reverse evolution to bring back extinct creatures, and in order to save him, used an untested serum to transform Garfield into a West African green monkey for 24 hours, in order to destroy the virus. Sounds ridiculous, I know, but people will go to strange lengths to save their kids. Anyway, while the serum did save his life, it also turned Garfield's skin and hair green, and gave him the ability to transform into any animal he has seen, thus creating the hero Beast Boy. Here we can see that his superpowers were given to him when an unknown and dangerous compound was introduced into his bloodstream, and not by a metagene he already had. Now, some might argue that being given the compound was the inciting incident that would activate a metagene, but at this point it's unclear. Kind of like the whole what came first, the chicken or the egg sort of thing. But in this case, the question is, did he have a metagene that activated, giving him superpowers? Or did the compound his parents gave him create metagenes inside his body? Many other heroes and villains have appeared to have gained superpowers in this fashion, by being introduced to some foreign element, either intentionally or unintentionally, that changes their genetic makeup. These people are metahumans, but do not possess the metagene. Examples of other characters who have undergone a change from human to metahuman are the heroes Firestorm, Terra, and Geoforce, as well as the villains Poison Ivy, Clayface, and Livewire, just to name a few. Now, also technically included in the category of metahumans are races found on Earth that aren't exactly human. One example of this would be the Atlanteans. Now, in our previous video, we mentioned that the people of the sunken Atlantis were able to adapt to their new watery environment by ingesting a serum that altered their genetic makeup. Now, while this change starts off as one brought on by a foreign element, this particular event happened hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. And since then, these abilities have manifested in the new generation by being passed on genetically. So the current ruler of Atlantis, Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, has these traits due to his Atlantean parentage. Though one might also point out that in more recent incarnations, Arthur is only half Atlantean, with his father being a human. But we'll get to that in another video. Other examples of non-human races of metahumans found on Earth include Northwind, a Featherin, the diminutive bat-riding Elverens, and arguably the super simians of Gorilla City, who possess superhuman intelligence. And yes, we know they're not humans, but they might as well be, what with being much smarter than a good percentage of the human population. Finally, we should say that often individuals, like Superman and Wonder Woman, who belong to other categories in this video, have been called metahumans. However, this is only when the term is used as a catch-all phrase for anyone with superhuman abilities, no matter what those origins for those powers might be. In our next section, we will move into the realm of the gods, as we discuss the many characters who get their powers from gods and cosmic beings, by either being the offspring of them or being gods and cosmic beings themselves.